theory or anything else you want to call it of Fortnite's origin. So Fortnite is obviously a battle royale slash campaign game if you have saved the world, but no one really knows the origin. The origin is kind of just there. Now, in the beginning of Save the World, the beginning trailer says that 90% of the population of the world died out. So here's my theory on Fortnite's origin, and here we go. Okay, so in Fortnite Battle Royale, there is a bunch of different skins, including the default skins. One of those skins being Ramirez from the Save the World series. And Ramirez is kind of the main character of all of it, so she, in her hunt to find her friends after the whole entire zombie apocalypse thing, that happened. And my theory is that after the battle royale happened, so after all this is the battle royale. This is when they were all in the war. Save the World happened, and that's because of all the cars and different things you can find in the game. Means that obviously there was people before this that wasn't started the war, but the war started, called Fortnite. So therefore, starting the war after all the people were killing each other and whatever, defaults, aka Ramirez and her friends uh, Jonesy and all the other ones, Banshee and stuff, the war happened. They all had to split up, and since they're defaults, not trying to be mean to defaults or anything, their first place to hide was a bush. They went into a bush and hid, and they let everything happen. All the war, everything else, and all of this. My evidence here is because she pulls out a picture of them all in Paradise Palms, and when you first start the game, and Paradise Palms is nowhere to be found in Save the World Island, which means Ramirez probably moved to find new friends and forget about her old ones, forget about her past, but then finding the zombie apocalypse and you're there. The zombie apocalypse spreaded because of the other players in the battle royale killing each other. They go back to the lobby, which is actually heaven in Save the World. Or hell, whatever you want to call it. But to be honest, it's actually quite interesting if you really try to figure it out, kind of put together the pieces, because in Save the World you can unlock the other friends, but there is no dialogue between any of them if you're Ramirez and Jonesy or anything like that. To be honest, it's kind of like it just keeps going on forever. I don't know if there's any dialogue between them some point in the story of Save the World, but to my presence there's no dialogue, so let's just say that they never met. So they never met after, which means that they're all split up and they're all gone. So before that happened, it's the Battle Royale. So the Battle Royale was happening as they were hiding and everything, and Save the World just kind of came because of all the zombies after death and after Kevin. So basically, Save the World is about season 80-something in Fortnite. So let's just say it's came behind, and Battle Royale is kind of the Fortnite origins. But that still doesn't make sense because of the Fortnite building mechanic with the magical whatever the magical blueprint that changes everything you build. And it even shows on the right the Save the World building that you have to build in the beginning when it tells you what to build on the right, top right of the blueprint. On the bottom, there's some writing that we can't understand right now that we might have to decrypt. It kind of looks like a llama, and then lines, and then more llamas. So what I'm thinking is that llamas were kind of the thing that happened. Everyone was kind of having a party, and then something happened, and they all started a war in the military, and that explains why the government is watching them to make sure they use legal war weapons and no war crimes. So they tried to make it fun and make it seem like it was a party as if they were having a war, but after then the apocalypse came and all that happened. And after the apocalypse came, the rest of the stuff came, and then all that stuff came, and then everything that happened next was kind of like a thing to them where they all got mad and they all started going around. The others from the death came back and kind of came into some kind of form of demonry and wanted revenge for the people that killed them, aka the sweaty boys. So therefore, starting with the zombie apocalypse, like I was saying before. The picture she holds up, okay, them in Paradise Palms, was them sticking together trying to win, but they realized that they couldn't because they didn't have enough loot. They find a couple chests, get a couple loots, hide in bushes. They all split up. They all split up and like got down, and they're gone from each other. So then after that happened, everything that I just said falls into place with all the events coming in and the worlds between them like colliding. Like there's a bunch of different universes, and Save the World and Fortnite are about their own kind of superhero universe. But that's a theory for another day. So that's my theory of how Save the World is actually a sequel to Fortnite Battle Royale. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I kind of explained everything double, so if you don't understand it, I'll try to make a more clearer video tomorrow. Goodbye.